We open our video inside of Galesburg with BNSF 6947 East at dawn. We're videoing across the berm from the unincorporated Peck Park. Below we see the former Santa Fe Chillicothe Subdivision, and above we have the former Burlington Northern Barstow and Mendota Subdivision. Next, BNSF 5357 brings a Z train west on the former Santa Fe. The snow at this point had almost stopped from a blizzard, leaving several inches of snow on the town overnight. Not long after, BNSF 4292 busts adrift as it charges a Z train eastward. Meanwhile above, a southbound grain train traverses off the Barstow, slowing for a crew change. The Grainer and Meehan northbound all-rail train destined for the Iron Range in Minnesota. Our last train in town would be a westbound intermodal of BNSF 7133 on point. Once clear, we would jump to the east of Camera Connection for two eastbounds. The first would have BNSF 8337 on point. At this time, what was left of light snow has turned over to a persistent rain, soaking us along with our camera equipment. On the Z train's tail, we see a rack train traversing out of the Galesburg yard. On the tail we find BNSF 7684 and ES44 DC in H2 paint. We jump to the west of Cameron on the Chillicothe, where we find a westbound manifest with 5 units on point. Fourth back is the next BNSF ST-70 Mac leased to Norfolk Southern. This unit is currently owned by Wells Fargo. Soon after, BNSF 6074 busts adrift as it leads an intermodal westward. Snowplows are hard at work preparing for the heavy snow forecasted to start within the hour. Meanwhile, 3 GEs move a westbound intermodal over the former BN inside of town. On 130th Street to the west of town, new signals are set in place to replace the older Safe Trans style signals. The blizzard begins as BNSF 4724 ducks under the chili, bringing a manifest through town. Soon after, a westbound empty coal continues its journey back to the Powder River Basin. From above, we look down on an eastbound Z train as it flies over the former BN. As the blizzard continues, another eastbound manifest comes into town on the former BN. We jump out to the camera connection to view Amtrak train number 4, the Southwest Chief, take the crossovers to access town. Not long after, a manifest that we saw earlier would get its turn to take the connection to access the Galesburg yard. Not far behind, another eastbound Z would take the crossovers to clear up for a westbound. The SID westbound would appear minutes later with 6105 on point. Once clear, we moved into camera to shoot the eastbound California Zephyr as it flies through town. Back out at 130th, we shoot an eastbound Z as it flies through the signals with the BNSF Tier 4 Gevo on point.
We're about to get pelted, dude.
Shortly after, we see why the Z was running left-handed. BNSF 7860 is seen slowing to a stop as it waits its turn to take the connection. Back inside of town, we see an over-under meet in between an eastbound oil train on the Chillicothe and another loaded coal train coming in from Wyoming on the former BN. The eastbound coal is seen with BNSF 6035 and ES44AC on point. Shoving on their rear, we find BNSF 9235 and EMD ST70 ACE. After we headed back outside of town, we found the rear DPU of the oil train as an eastbound Z train approaches. We move farther west where we would find a Union Pacific trackage right train with UP 2742 on point. Bringing up the middle, we would find UP 6399 and UP 7016 as they scream to keep this train up to speed. Close behind, BNSF 7063 flies west with yet another intermodal. As light began to slip away, this is where we call our day, as we needed to thaw out before we hit it again the following morning. I hope you enjoyed this video on the AFLK Productions YouTube channel. As always, I'm Logan, and I'll see you trackside.